Okay, we're gonna do number 35 and 36, which is finding or solving the following sets of simultaneous equations. So let's write down the first set of equations, which is 3x plus 3y is 21, and 6x minus 4y is 22. So the first thing I'm going to do, okay, let me just write both of them so that when I don't come back here to do this again. 2y is minus 4, and 8x plus 7y equals 12. And I'm going to copy these two equations, or two sets of equations, and I'm going to paste them right here. Paste that here, and then I'm going to take this one and push it to the side. In fact, I'm going to put it right there and delete that. This one stays right here. Let's make it bigger. Same as this one. Let's make it bigger as well. And just push it to there. And maybe push this one to there. Okay, I think that's okay there. And then I'm just gonna put a dividing line. Now let's start with this one. So with this one, it looks a bit clunky. So what I'm gonna do is rewrite it again. Let's do 3x plus 3y equals 21, and 6x take away 4y is 22. So the first thing you want to look at is this set of numbers, the x, or the number in front of the x and the number in front of the y. One of these needs to be the same. So we're going to multiply the top equation by 6 and the bottom equation by 3. So basically it's this 6 here and this 3 that we're talking about. So when we multiply the top equation by 6, it means we multiply that by 6, that by 6, and that by 6, this by 3, this by 3, and this by 3, which basically gives you 3 times 6 is 18x. 18x plus 18y equals, that's a 6, that's a 12, that's 122, 126 rather, and the other equation is 66, and 4 times 3 is 12, so it's minus 12y, 6 times 3 is 18x. So now we've got 18x and 18x. Now, to get rid of 18x, we're going to subtract, okay? And the easiest way not to get mixed up is if you're going to subtract, you might as well multiply this whole equation by a minus or a negative. So that becomes minus 18x. That becomes a positive 12y because you've got two minuses multiplying each other, and that becomes a minus 66. So if you now do, let's do 18x, take away 18x, that's going to be 0. And then 18 plus 12, that's going to be 30y. And then 126 minus 66, that's going to be 60. Which means that 30y equals 60, or basically y equals 2. So that's the value for y. To find the value for x, we can just take the first equation and put y equals 2 in that, which gives 3x plus 3 times 2 equals 21. 3x equals 21 minus 6. 3x equals 15, which means x is 5. So that's that simultaneous equation done. Now let's look at the other one, which is 6x plus 2y equals minus 4, and 8x plus 7y equals 12. So again, we have a 6 and an 8. So if we multiply this by 8, we get 48. Multiply this by 6, we'll get 48. So this one becomes, multiply that by 8, multiply that by 8, multiply that by 8, multiply by 6, multiply by 6, multiply by 6. So the equations become 48 plus 16y equals minus 32. Then 48 plus 42y equals 72. Then what you do is multiply this by a minus, a minus, a minus, because you're going to subtract. So that becomes minus 48 minus 42y, it should be 42, equals minus 72. Then you're going to take this equation and add it to that equation. So this becomes 0, then 16 minus 42. You just do 42 minus 16, you get 6. So that's minus 26y equals minus 32 minus 72 is minus 104. So minus 104. So that becomes minus 26y equals minus 104. Then 26y equals 104. You can get rid of the negatives because there's here on both sides of the equation. Then this becomes y is 104 divided by 26, which is 4. So that's why when we take the value of y, which is 4, and we can place it even in the top equation. So 48, let's change the color. 48 plus 16 times 4 equals minus 32. So this was 48x, by the way. 48x. So 48x equals minus 32 minus 64, because this becomes 64, moves to the other side, becomes a minus 64. So this is minus 96 is 48x, which means x is minus 2. Now you can take the 2 and the 4 and place it in any of the equations. For example, the first equation is 6x plus 2y is minus 4. So if I take this 6 times minus 2 times minus 2 plus 2 times 4, that should be equal to minus 4. So this is minus 12 plus 8, which is minus 4. So that is correct, and you can do the same with the other equation. Okay, we can stop here for now. I need to sort out my AirPods, then I can come back and do the others.